Okay. We're not going that way, bud. We're going this way. Back up the truck. Good boy. There you go. Good job. Alright, so video 3. Let's back up. So far, what I know with him on the ground is he's been great for being off the track and not needing it to chain over his nose. I've never used one. So he's respectful enough of the halter. And the other night I came and it was dark by the time I found him. He's in like a 35-acre pasture. It was a long journey for me. But I finally found him, so it was almost dark. And I let him away from the herd, so he wasn't super happy about that. So then he did an in-hand jog the whole way back because I was bringing him outside the fence to give him something to eat. But it was just in a halter. He absolutely could have ripped the lead rope out of my hands and taken off, and he didn't. He could have made noise with his tail and his hind end towards me. He never did anything like that. So I like his personality, I like his brain, and it's really nice that he's respectful enough of the halter to even listen when he doesn't really want to. So as far as, and sorry that he looks so bad, we're putting stuff on him. I'm putting stuff on him today for the rain rot, and he needs weight, but we're working on it. So he does back, if I press on his shoulder, he backs up. He's really soft with that, actually. So what I'd like to see, there's a German Shepherd in the car if you hear a dog whining. I want to see if I can get some hind end movement. Stop, that's my foot. Good boy. So I'm just going to do it and then I'll explain it as it happens. Good boy. Good boy. So that's completely improper. When I left his front, he just walked away on me. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm going to I just let him take a break eating grass, so now I'm trying to tell him that we're not eating grass anymore. He's like, make up your mind, lady. Do I get to eat the grass or not? Back up a step. Good boy. Pay attention. Pay attention for a minute. So controlling his head is going to help to get the rest of the body. So he moved forwards, but not sideways. Now he's moving backwards, which is what I don't want. He knows I want something, that's why he's trying to move a little bit. He just has no idea what. So that's backwards now. He went backwards and a little sideways. So that's closer to correct. That's backwards again. There we go. And then he moved his hind end, but it was improper because he moved his front end also. It was improper, but that's okay, it's a start. We'll see how he does on the other side. I like to do both sides pretty even. I don't like to stay on one side a bunch. Much better. So there he walked forward. Stop. But he did move his hindquarters sideways, but he also moved his hindquarters way too much. So all this is a learning process, but at least he's giving some response. Yes, you. Can you back up one step? Thank you. Good boy. I like that you can do that. It's nice that he already knows how to back up. Much better there. So a lot less movement with the front end that time. Don't eat grass, you almost had it. Back up a step. Good boy. And he gave his hindquarters, but he didn't cross over like I'd like him to. I know, hi. Hi. And I like it when a horse wants to visit like that. I know, what am I asking you? Like, I don't know what you're asking me. I don't know what you're asking me. Oh, don't eat the grass. Good boy. Good boy. Good. So there, again, I got some hindquarter movement, but not quite what I want. Ultimately, I'm looking for this leg to step to the inside and cross over that leg. All in small stages. Oh, you have to wait. You have to wait. You're going to have... I'm trying to get him to let me be on this side and not move. He's wanting to really run with me over here. So I'm over here, I'm just going to pet him for a minute, have him stand still. I'd rather have the horse move nothing than be moving everything. Yeah, you. I'm asking him to move now. He's like, I'll move forward and eat grass. That's not the idea, John. That's not it. I'm kind of glad he's doing this just for purposes of us communicating, him learning, and perhaps viewers learning. because he certainly does not know how to do this. Yes, we have to work on it. I'm going to try once more over here. I know you want a face rub, but how about we take a break later? Face rub. Hold still. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. You have to wait. You have to wait. Now don't move forward this time. I'm going to block him from moving forward this time, because it was pretty severe last time. I'm asking him, I'm pushing on his side. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I need my other hand to go to his hindquarters, but I don't want to give up his head. Don't do it. That's a nice back, but that's not what I want. There we go. Good. Now there I got a nice crossover step. It's just way too much movement with his front end. Good job. Okay. I'm not going to wear that out. I don't expect it to be perfect. My big rule there is I'd rather have the horse, like I said, moving less as opposed to moving more. So I'm going to be patient in how I'm asking as opposed to like smacking him with the lead rope or something crazy. It's not important to me that he goes fast or flies around. It's important that he be relaxed and learn what giving to the pressure means. So now I'm going to try his front end. So with this, I want my hand to ask his head to move. So his head's going to move that way. And then this hand's going to push on the shoulder to ask his front end to move. Very nice. That's perfect. And there he... Good boy. He was going to take a reward by going to eat grass. But the initial step was perfect because he crossed in front, which is what they're supposed to do. This is in case I ever want to make him a reiner later on down the road. Got to have proper footwork for all these spin moves. All right, you have to look this way. Yes, a good boy. Now this one's going to be hard. Actually, I'll set him up for better success. Move that. Good boy, very nice. So I'm going to ask his head to move slightly. This goes to lunging later on. So I'm having to have physical contact with his face, but ultimately I want him to just listen to the hand. All right, now we'll cheat now that you're already looking that way. I know, it's weird. Gotta go that way. Good boy, very nice. So he moved his front end, but improper movement. He went out with one leg and then came over. He's still set up wrong. Let's get you set up better. Take a step back. Take a step back. Good boy, let's try once more. You ready? You can do it. You can do it. He's wanting to go backwards instead of sideways on this side. So I'm not sure if the other side was an accident. Good boy. He crossed behind. We don't want that, but that's all right. The reason he's crossing behind is because he's backing up while he does it. Try it once more on this side. Well, I'm going to leave him set up a little bad on this side and see what happens. Good boy. Interesting. So he was proper again on that side. So he's a little better, stop it, moving that direction than he is coming the other way. We'll try it once more. Once more. Good boy. Good boy, hold still. No. Now I'm just going to make you move. I'm not going to set you up. Good boy. Almost. Oh, he went backwards. Not backwards. Not backwards. Sideways. Good boy. That was a cross behind. Don't go forwards. Good boy. So he's trying different options. He feels the pressure. He knows I want him to do something. He just doesn't know what. So he's walking off. That's not what we want. Horses will tend to make all these mistakes. Come back here. Again, I don't expect them to do it perfect by any means the first time. Just kind of trying to see what their reaction is. So the last thing I'm going to show, and then we'll cut this video off, is trying to get his head down. So I'm going to apply pressure. He just did it already because he wants the grass. So stop moving. Stop moving. Good boy. It's a very light pressure. So if I even, he's very giving of his head. Now this I'm having to hold a steady pressure. I'm not pulling very hard. It's just a steady pressure. And if he even thinks about releasing it down, I'm going to release the pressure. And he might not. And there's a car coming. I'm going to restart the video here in a minute. Good boy.